So guys, here is the one we made, and this is the fitting on my client. You can see that she loved it. So if this is like what you're interested in, let's get started. Just so you know, this is the sewing tutorial. In my last video, I explained how to draft everything. So you like to go and check it out and then come back to watch the sewing tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to attach everything properly. Now I'll go ahead and cut out for all the pieces, okay? But the first thing you have to do is to pin it down, then you cut out. Remember, you folded it into two, okay? We're going to fold it into two, then we're going to cut it out. Later on, I realized that I just wanted it to be, thicker. So I doubled it. You understand? I doubled it, so I cut more. So right here, as you can see, we have two pieces for the front and two pieces for the back. But when you double it, you have 4 pieces for the front and 4 pieces for the back. So right here, I just took my marker to just indicate that that is the upper part of my hip pad, as you can see, and then I marked the hip line as well because I don't want to get confused. Can you see I'm just marking it, the up and then the hip line. And let's start working on the fiber. The first thing I did was to remove the pattern paper for the back and the front as well. You can see it right here. Now this area where I marked is going to be the side. You can see that area is the side. Now the next thing I did was to place them side by side each other for both the front and the back, and this is how it looks. The next thing to do is to start trimming off the excess fiber. Just trim it off so that it can look flat at the tip there. That area that is going to rest on the lap needs to be flat. You can see the way I'm trimming mine. Trim it properly so that it's going to be flat. Now you're not going to trim the side of this hip pad. You're only trimming that area that is going to rest on the lap. Now we're going to do the same thing for the back. Trim. Here you can see the other fiber that I used to double it. So I want one piece to be doubled. You understand? Just so it can be thick enough. Now as you can see, I have 2 pieces for just this one lap for the front. I want it to be thick. Now you're going to trim off the area that is going to rest on the lap, even for the second one. Trim it off properly. Can you see that I just went on to trim it? I hope you guys understand. Now because you want it to lay properly on your client's lap, you don't want it to be showing, you have to trim it. Take your time and trim it gently. Make sure that that tip is looking very flat. After trimming, you should have it looking like this for the 2 sides. Now I'm going to place this one on top the other just so it can be doubled. After trimming the front, you go ahead and start trimming the back. That curvy side around the hip pad for the back is where you are going to trim gently. After trimming it, this is what I have, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other one that I'm going to use to double it, okay? Now once you're done trimming it, this is how it should look. You can see I have my front, back, and the other one. This is how flat the tip looks. Make sure that the tip is looking flat for yours. Now I'm going to be using this to interface it. This is stay. I'm going to fold the stay into 2, and I'm going to place my hip pad on it and just trim it out, following the shape that we have on the hip foam. When cutting it out, you have to make sure that you have about ½ inch excess around it. Now can you see the excess there? Now we'll go ahead and cut out stay for the back piece as well. Follow the same methods. Make sure that you add ½ inch allowance at the side of this foam. Now as you can see, I have gone ahead to cut out my 4 hip foam on the stay, and this is how it looks. Now for us to cover the stay, we have to separate the stay like this. Just open it up. Then we are going to place our fiber on top one of the pieces, and then we are going to use the other one to cover it. Make sure that that area that has gum for your stay is facing your fiber, and then we are going to use our sewing machine to sew all around it. After sewing it, this is what it looks like. Guys, can you see how fine this hip pad is looking? As in, it's looking like a throw pillow. Is it just my eyes? It's looking very fine. Now as you can see, I have sewn it all the way around, and I went ahead to trim it. Now for this other one, you can see how fluffy this thing looks. For this other one, I decided to just show you how to trim the sides. Now we'll take it to the table, use your scissors and just trim this side, leaving about 0.2 inches extra, 0.2 inch extra. Just leave something tiny at the tip there, just so you don't cut your sewing allowance. After cutting it out or trimming out the excess allowance, this is how it looks. And then I use my marker to just indicate the upper part and the hip area, just the same way we did earlier. And this is how it looks. Now you get your needle and your thread, and we are going to start joining this together. You can see I marked out my lines there. Now we're going to start from the upper part there, and we'll stitch it and stitch it together like this. Now you dip your needle and your thread from one side, which is, I started from the back, dip it from the back, move to the front. Just use a crisscross manner to sew it, just use to hold it down. As you can see, I kept on following that method till I got to the end. From the waistline, I moved down to the hip, all the way down to the end of this hip, and you are going to do the same thing for the second one as well. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do where to subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. You can see I made sure that that hip line aligned properly. If you take note, you find out that my hip pad is gradually coming out, like the shape is gradually coming out. Can you just see it here? If you follow this step, you get it right. If you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section for me. See how we went from this to this. Already looking so pretty. Now to cut out the lining, I placed my Ankara skirt on it. I folded my lining into two first, placed my Ankara skirt on it, and I just followed the pattern and I cut it out. I made sure that the length is 1 inch shorter than the main fabric. And after cutting it out, this is what my skirt or my lining looks like. Now the hip area, I just extended the hip line there. On that hip line, we are going to remove that 1 inch that we added for the hip padding. We are going to remove it from the lining. We don't need it on the lining, so just remove it. Connect that measurement to your waist and to your knee, and then you trim that 1 inch out. Please guys, do well to smash the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now after connecting and cutting, we have to transfer our darts because the lining is going to be having a dart. Now I did the same thing for the back. I went on to cut the lining and I reduced the hip by 1 inch, just the same way we did for the front. After that, I went ahead to cut it out, following the lines that we've marked. So guys, as you can see, I have my hip pad here. I have already prepared everything together, sewn it together, and this is how it looks, looking very fine. Now after working on the pad, the next thing I wanted to do was to fix my dart on my skirt, and the length of my dart here is 4.5 inches. I fixed the dart on the two sides of my front skirt. I also went ahead to fix the dart on my back piece for the skirt, and this is how it looks. Can you see the darts there? For the zipper allowance, I just went ahead to pin it down just to hold it in place. Now I placed the right side of the back piece on top the front piece. Now we're going to be taking our body measurement to sew it down. At the upper part there, you're going to use your waist measurement divided by 2 and impute it there. You go down to your hip line by coming up by 1 inch for your band. Then go down to your hip line, which is, for me, my hip line is 8.5. And then on that line, I'm going to take my hip circumference divided by 2 plus 2 inches. That's 1 inch on this side, 1 inch on the other side for the hip pad. And then I'm going to mark it out there. Now, from there, I'm just going to take the allowance all the way down to the hem. Starting from the waist to the hip, then from the hip, connect it all the way down. Look at the way I'm connecting mine. Follow that step and connect all the way down, and do the same thing for the other side. Now this is my lining. I'm going to have to sew the two sides, and I used 1.5 to sew the two sides. Also went ahead to fix the dart because your skirt for the line need to have a dart. Okay, now this is how it looks. I'm going to open it up. When you open it, the allowance side, as the wrong side of the lining, needs to be facing you because we have to place our hip pad on it. Now you see this area there is for the zipper allowance. Sorry, NEPA took the light, bear with me. So that area there is for the zipper allowance. So the bum area of the hip pad needs to be facing that side. I hope you understand. It's for the zipper allowance. So can you see where I placed mine? This very curvy side is for that zipper side. Now from the upper part, I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches for my zipper allowance. I'm going to place the upper part of this hip pad on top that 1.5 inches there. Then you see that line that is showing that we sewed the hip pad. You have to put it on the sewing allowance, directly on the sewing allowance. And right here I made use of a pin to just hold it down. I hope you guys understand. If you don't understand, you can ask me any question in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe as well. You can see the way I'm just adjusting everything just so it's be in place. I'm setting everything up, making sure that the sewing allowance align. Make sure that your sewing allowance align. Put everything in order. Okay. Now that 1.5 we came down by at the upper part is because we don't want the hip part to get to the waist. I hope you understand. Now we are going to sew it all the way around. You can see that my hip part did not get to my zipper. Yes, your hip part should not get to your zipper, and then you go ahead to just stitch it up all the way around at the tip of the hip part. Do the same thing for the other side. I don't know, let me just take it again. From the waist side, come down by 1.5. Now this is the other angle. Come down by 1.5 because you don't want your hip part to get to your waistband. That very curvy side is going to stay at the zipper area of your skirt. Now I'm going to pin the upper part of this hip pad on top that 1.5 we came down by. Make sure that your sewing allowance on your hip pad align with the sewing line on your lining. Okay. Now you're going to make sure that you pin it down gently. Pin it carefully. Can you see the way I'm just checking mine and I'm pinning it down? Use a pin. You have to use a pin just so everything will be in place and you don't make mistakes. Pin it down carefully. Make sure that your hip pad does not get to your zipper area. There's this space there. There should be space there. I hope you understand. After pinning down, I'm going to run a stitch around it. Now after sewing it down, this is what it looks like. Can you see how neat it looks? It's looking very neat and fine. The curves are already showing. Can you see the curves? Look at how cute that hip pad is looking. Can you see the butt area? Everything is aligned. Make sure you do yours properly so everything will align. Okay, as you can see, I've gone ahead to sew the sides of my skirt using the measurements that we took earlier. Now we are going to be joining the lining to this skirt right here. But first of all, you have to open it up and also give it a good press. Open it up, open the skirt up like so. Just spread it on your table or anywhere. Now you're going to place your lining on it. Right side of your lining facing the right side of your skirt. We are going to sew the hemline down. Make sure that you align the hemline first. Use a pin, open up all the allowance, and then use a pin to pin down the hemline, and you run a stitch all the way around the hemline. That is the hemline there. Run a stitch around it. Now after closing up the hemline, this is how it looks. Just came to show you guys how mine looks. Can you see? I have joined it to the skirt like so. Now do you remember that allowance that we notch at the hem of the skirt, which is for the length? Now you are going to move it up. Move the allowance. You're going to start stitching from that point. I don't know if you guys understand. You're going to move it up just so that the allowance of the main fabric comes up. Now once you moved it up, you are going to sew all the way from that down there all the way to the up. That means you are joining the lining to the skirt. You are using to turn the zipper area. Do the same thing for the other side. Behold my beautiful hip pad, guys. Can you see how beautiful this hip pad skirt looks? Can you see how nice the hip pad is looking? Now after turning it, after sewing it, I just went ahead to turn it and iron it. Can you see how cute that area is looking? If you follow this step, you will surely get it right. So now the next thing we're going to do is to fix the band to the skirt. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Now to fix the band, you are going to measure what you have on your waist. Remember, I folded my skirt into two. After measuring it, I have 17 inches. Now if I fold this band into two like this, I'm going to have 17 inches as well. I even made it more than 17 inches just to be on the safe side. Now for the width that I used for this band, I made use of 4 inches. But firstly, I added my stay to use a collar stay to the band on one side, on the side that will be facing outside. Now can you see how it looks? That area that does not have any stay, you are going to sew it, join it to that lining side like so. You sew it all the way around, then you are going to bring forth the area that has the stay. You bring it forward like this, and then you run a stitch on it all the way around. Now after adding my band, this is how it looks on the inner part. It's looking very neat on the inner area. I've attached my band to it. Now the next thing we're going to do is to close up that zipper area. Can you see my hip pad? Accurate. Follow the steps, guys. If you've not clicked on the like button, what are you waiting for? Please help me. Click on the like button and subscribe. Now the next thing we're going to do is to close this area, that zipper side. But firstly, we are going to measure the band. For the band area, we're going to use our waist measurement divided by 2 and deduct ½ inch from that, just so that your zipper will sit well on your body. Now after marking that out, you come down from your band area all the way down to your hip line, which is 8.5 for me. That is where our zipper is going to be ending. We're going to be adding a zipper to this. Now at that point there, I will go in by 2 inches, or no, I went in by 1.5 actually for my zipper allowance. Now you're going to connect from your waist to that line there, which is going to be for your zipper. Now from my hip line, I came down by 5 inches, but please use 3 inches. Okay, then from my band, I came down to my new line. My new line is 23, but I came up by 21.5 and I marked it out there. On that new line there, I'm going to go in by 1.5. You can use 2 inches, but I went by 1.5. Now I start connecting from the hip line there all the way to that 1.5 inches down there. Now our stitch is going to stop exactly at that new line because the back of the skirt will be having a slit. So that means you're going to sew from your hip line all the way to that new line. Can you see the slits there? Now this is the zipper I'll be making use of. I am going to sew from the band all the way to that hip line. From the hip line, I will sew all the way down to that new line. Now after sewing the zipper to it and sewing it from the hip line all the way down to my new line, this is how it looks. Can you see the slits here? I just folded the allowance onto the lining part like so, and I used 1.5 inches to do so because we are going to be hemming this slit area. We don't want it looking rough. Do you understand? After you measure 1.5 here, we'll pin it down, and then you use either a needle and thread or you use a hemming gun, place it on the inside and you iron. But I used a needle and thread to just hem it neatly in a way that it won't show at the front area. Now I'm going to show you the final result after ironing it. As you can see, my clients really loved our skirts. So if you watched to this point, thanks for watching, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Bye.